This is the first of several episodes, about a dozen or so, where I'll talk about the biblical concept of overcoming. Today I'll also talk about peace. Peace is something we all need. It is so important for our well-being. In the Gospel of John, chapters 14 to 16, Jesus prepares his disciples for a time when he no longer would walk amongst them, which of course made them sad. In the first verse, John 14:1, he says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me." It is a discipline not to let your hearts be in constant turmoil. I'm not saying that it's always easy. I'm sure you remember how Jesus himself struggled in Gethsemane. He had to pray over and over again until he was ready to take the next step. I think for us humans it's often partly a thing about faith overshadowing our fears, and really trust God, throwing our burdens to Him. It often is about quieting our feelings down. And in the end of this long passage, he tells his disciples in John 16:33, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Wow, this is so huge. Jesus is the ultimate overcomer. And he doesn't neglect the challenges of life. No, he says, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart. Fortunately, we do not have to overcome the world in the same way that Jesus did. He has taken care of that. His victory can bring us inner peace. Following Jesus, being in sync with his heartbeat and trusting God, does bring us peace. Sometimes we're scared, as it seems impossible for us to change. It might look like we have to make an impossible leap, but often we just need to take a step or a series of steps, small steps in the right direction. And we can do that. We definitely can. Maybe we need to unload our fears to God or a friend first. Maybe we need to boost our courage or faith, which a scripture or a fellow Christian can help with. Maybe we just need a hug and a friend. This is one of the reasons why loving your neighbor is so important. It doesn't matter if we're slow, like the snail in the picture on the right, but we need to press on and be overcomers despite our circumstances. What is the alternative? Giving up? No, never. Look at this promise. Galatians 6:9 says, "So we must not get tired of doing good, for we will reap at the proper time if we don't give up." This verse is in the context of reaping what we sow. We want to be faithful, like God is faithful. We will find God's peace, and we will reach the goal. I pray that you can take heart by these couple of scriptures, and that's all for today. Peace be with you, today and forever.